Okay, so we're going to be looking at slope-intercept form and turning equations into slope-intercept form. If it's in slope-intercept form, what variable is isolated? What variable is by itself? Okay, y is isolated. Anytime we have our equation and we isolate y, so y equals something x plus something, that's slope-intercept form. Okay, so if I give you this equation and I ask you to put it into slope-intercept form, so we want to get rid of this positive 3x, so we do the opposite, take away 3x, but on the right side I have to take away 3x, so that's gone. We're left with y equals 5 minus 3x, or how else can I write this? Y equals, I can switch this, negative 3x, this is a positive, plus 5. Okay, it doesn't matter what order. If I write it like this, we can easily see which part is m and which part is b, right? I know that m is the coefficient of x and b is the constant term. So it doesn't matter what order you write it in, they're both correct. Okay, to isolate y, we have to divide by 2. So what do I have to do with every single term? Divide by 2, divide by 2. That cancels out, and we're left with what? Y equals 4 minus 2x, or rewrite it in the form y equals mx plus b. What would it be, Katie? Y equals 2x plus 4. Good. What's the slope of this line? Negative 2. What's the y-intercept? Positive 4. Because in this question we only need to isolate y, everything else, we're not getting rid of this x, we're just moving this term to the other side, right? We're removing it from the left side. So what's the opposite of divided by 5? Multiply by 5. All I'm trying to do right now is isolate y. So we're on the right process. Because I multiplied this by 5, I have to multiply everything by 5. So I'm left with 7y plus, what's 5 times 2? 10x over 3, right? Because this is times 5 over 1, times 5 over 1, equals 11 times 5? 55 over 13. But now we need to get rid of the divided by, we need to get rid of the 7 now, right? Because this says 7 times y. What's the opposite of multiplying by 7? So I'm going to divide this by 7. That's easy. But we have fractions. I need to divide this by 7. Yeah, and I need to divide this by 7. When you're dividing fractions, what do? Multiply by the reciprocal. So this is really 7 over 1. And then I'll write it out here. We're left with y plus, and I'll put this in brackets, 10 over 3x multiplied by the reciprocal, so it would be times what? Times 1 over 7 equals 55 over 13 times, multiplying by the negative, or the reciprocal would be, again, 1 over 7. Okay, we still have our x here. We're not getting rid of this x. We're just going to remove that to the other side after. Simplify, we have y plus 10 over 21x equals, what's 55 over 13 times 1 over 7? 55 over 91. Good. Well, I've almost have y by itself. What do I need to remove and put on the other side? Positive 10 over 21x. Move it to the other side. It becomes negative 10 over 21x. So the final equation is written as, what is it? Equals negative, yep, 55 over 91. And this is in slope-intercept form. Which part of the equation represents the slope, Sheena? Good. Negative 10 over 21. And the y-intercept would be 55 over 91. And you could turn this into a decimal. But slope we can leave as a fraction because I know that it's going to have a rise of -10 and a run of 21, because slope is rise over run. What's 55 divided by 91? It is, we'll round it off to 0.6. This would be difficult to graph because this is such a long decimal number, but it's approximately, the y-intercept is approximately located at 0.6. What's the first step here? I want to isolate y. Spotty? What's the first step? I'm Jolly, sorry. Good. Multiply by 5. So I have to multiply everything by 5. Every single term. What's 5 times 2? So 10x over 3 plus, now 1y is the same as just writing y, because 1 times whatever y is still y, equals 2 times 5. Now what? I want to isolate y. Last step, Trill. What's y equal to? Need to get rid of this. Pardon? Positive or negative? Negative 10 over 3x. This positive 10 doesn't go anywhere, so it stays as positive 10 because it's already on the right side. What's the slope? Sally? Good. Negative 10 over 3. And the y-intercept? Positive 10. Good. To use distributive law, I need to distribute this 3 times everything in the bracket. Only what's in the bracket. 3 times y. Good. 3 times -2. -6 plus 2x equals 8. I want to just have my y on the left side, so let's keep the 3y. -6 becomes, when I move it to the other side, positive 6. Positive 2x becomes -2x, and 8 stays as positive 8. Can you combine anything on the right side? Do you have any like terms, Michael? Good, we have a 6 and an 8. What's 8 plus 6? 14. So I'm going to leave this -2x, and 6 plus 8 is positive 14. Almost there. How do I isolate y? Divide everything by 3. Cancels out. Y equals -2 over 3x. We'll leave that as a fraction. Plus 14 over 3. We can leave that as a fraction as well. It's fine.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.